Hello and welcome to the Monday Marketing Update. So it's Monday the 13th of August and I'm Louise, your marketing specialist. Every Monday I broadcast live on my Facebook page, which is Louise, your marketing specialist, and we talk about what's been going on in the world of marketing over the past week and how does it impact your marketing strategy. If you're joining us on the replay, let me know that you are watching. Drop me a like or a heart emoji and let me know that you're watching. If you're joining us live, please do say hello. If you've got any questions throughout this, please tag me in the comments, and then if you are watching the replay, I can come back and answer your comments that way. If you've got any questions that you don't want to announce live on a live stream, you can always join my Facebook group, which is Your Marketing Lounge. I'll just drop the link in the comments for you if you would like to join us in the Marketing Lounge. And of course, then I can't find the link, can I? Brilliant, here we go. So I have a document open while I'm live streaming or broadcasting so that I can share them in the comments. So today we are going to be talking about Google and Facebook, mainly with a little bit of LinkedIn thrown in. So let's get going. Google, let's start with Google. So last week we talked about the Google Core update being rolled out. Google, when it comes to, so we're talking about search engine optimization and the ranking in search engines. Now there are over 200 factors when it comes to figuring out which pages Google is going to rank first for certain keyword searches. And these are tweaked daily. And there are lots of little changes to the algorithms that are done daily, monthly, weekly, all the time. But then there's several bigger core updates that happen maybe a couple of times a year. Quite often in the past, these have been things like Panda and Penguin, which might have had a negative effect on the search engine rankings of your website. This update is a little bit different. What Google are saying is that this update is rewarding sites that might have been undervalued in the past. So this is not about negatively affecting anybody else, and that there is no kind of fix that you or your webmaster can do. So I was reading this morning that this rollout has now, it's finished, the rollout is complete, so everything that's going to be affected has been affected. Now, if you are affected, it probably means that your competitor's site has been undervalued and is now performing better than you in search. So the only way to fix it is to be doing better quality, better relevant content on your website. How do you know if you've been affected? The first thing I would recommend that you do is go and have a look at your Google Analytics, your website analytics, and have a look at if your traffic levels have changed, in particular if your acquisition metrics have changed from search, from the search channel. Go and have a look. I've done mine for the beginning of August, since the start of the rollout, so from the 1st of August up until today. I've compared it to the previous period, which is the same amount of days at the back end of July, or I've also done it compared to last year. Now I know that in my business last year I had other things going on that I'm not running this year, so the traffic to my website was different and the sources that it came from was different. So the other thing to do is to go and have a look at Google Webmaster Tools. So you can just Google that and it will come up, and you're looking for the Search Console. Now you might have to set up an account if you haven't already done this and linked your website, but this is where you can find the keywords that your site is already ranking for. It will give you the position of that keyword and it'll give you the traffic that's coming to your site from that keyword. So that is one way of finding out if your site's been affected by the core Google update algorithm changes, but it's also really good to keep on top of and have a look for where you could be improving content on your website. So I think that's probably the biggest takeaway from today, is following up from last week's update to say that that's fully rolled out and you can now go and check if there's been any impact on your website. Whilst we're talking about Google, they have launched something called Google Cameos. and this is particular on iOS, so Apple phones, and it's been rolled out to celebrities. So celebrities can record answers to questions, and these videos are showing up at the top of the Google search panel, which is, it's interesting, and I think it's got some interesting, it could be interesting in the future. I am not so interested in the example that they gave, which was, can Will Ferrell really play the drums? And there's a recording of him answering that question. They are not the kind of things that I care about, but I could see how once this rolls out beyond celebrity level, I mean, I know there are lots of people who follow lots of celebrities and want these insights into their lives, and I've got to admit to being slightly addicted to Will Smith's Instagram channel. But would I Google these type of questions and want to see the recorded answers? Probably not. But there are probably other questions that I do want answers to. So this has been rolled out to celebrities at the moment, and you've got to have kind of authorised and verified accounts. So the way to get prepared for this is to start recording answers to your frequently asked questions and posting them on your website. This is one way to get prepared for that kind of question and answer video search. There's a number of ways you can do this. So you can do an FAQ section. You could think about having a learning or a resource centre on your site. A book that has been highly recommended is They Ask You Answer, which actually talks about creating this kind of knowledge hub on your website that answers those questions that people either ask about your product and service, or the kind of things that they need to know about before they make a decision to buy from you. So that is something that you could start preparing for as part of your marketing strategy, planning that in for the end of the year, the last quarter, or looking at bringing more video answers, Q&As into next year's plan. So let's move on to Facebook page templates. So I'm getting inundated with messages that my Facebook page template is going to change, and that those of my clients is going to change. What's changing? The changes in the templates are, I thought originally, subtle. So you've always been able to change your page template. So there's a services template, I think there's like a restaurant template, and others, and you could change your page template in the settings. Facebook are now forcing that change. The reason they're doing it is because the page content isn't being seen so much in the newsfeed, and what they're finding is that people are coming and they're checking out a business page and they're looking for information, the usability information. So things like the phone numbers, the website, the how do I make an appointment, how do I buy, how do I book. They're wanting to see menus, they're wanting to see opening hours, they're wanting directions. So these templates move all of that information to the top of the page. Now, if you're optimizing your marketing strategy on Facebook for being content, and when people come to your page, you want to see the latest content, you want them to see the video that you've done, or the blog post that you've written, or the added value stuff that you're giving, or where you've been and what you're doing, the behind the scenes. All of that is going to be pushed further down the template, because at the top it's going to be things like opening hours, prices, and your services. So think about how people are using your Facebook page, and if you want to switch to this template or not. It's probably the biggest takeaway today, is thinking about what information do you want at the top of your page that supports how your customers and potential customers are using your Facebook page. Facebook reviews have changed to recommendations. I think this is something that's been rolling out for a while, and I've noticed that I've now got it. I don't like it. I quite like the star system. I think there's something rewarding about being given 5 stars. This has now been called a recommendation, and people can choose to basically recommend you or not. So people are just saying, I recommend Louise, your marketing specialist, for XYZ reason. There's a number of minimum characters, so you can't just say, yes, I recommend. You have to give a bit more information. I think this will start to see a change in how reviews are being left. I'm interested to see which people take the time to do it. Also, if you're recommended in a group, so quite often people might put out a request for a marketing specialist and I might get tagged, those recommendations will now appear on my page as well if my page is mentioned. So that's quite cool. And then LinkedIn. a really small update really, but in your experience section where you list all of your employment, if you did 2 jobs at the same company, so say you were promoted, so one of mine, I was a marketing assistant, got promoted to marketing executive. Previously they were listed as 2 separate employment jobs. They're now being put consecutively together, so they will sit under the same headline of the company that you worked for, and then the 2 positions will sit underneath. So a really small thing, it's happening automatically, you don't need to worry about it, but it's quite interesting to know that that's happened. So that brings us to the end of our marketing update. The things that I wanted to share with you is a little bit about what's going on for me this week, and something that I've forgotten to mention on every other Monday update is the fact that it's Monday Blog Club over in the Marketing Lounge. So every Monday we have a thread running where people can share either their latest blog post or something that it could be older but still relevant. It doesn't always have to be new content, because it's really good to keep sharing those evergreen or core content pieces. The purpose of Blog Club is to get more comments. So quite often it is difficult to get that first initial comment on a blog post. And once someone's commented, then it's so much easier to get more comments. Comments are good for SEO. So that is one reason, but it's also good just to have that engagement with your audience. So Blog Club is a way of initiating those first comments, and if your blog post is good and it resonates with other people in the group, you might get a few more comments as well. So you can head on over to the lounge. The link is already in the video comments, so you can join in Monday Blog Club there. I have got my special offer. So following on from Social Media Summer School, I'm offering 2 hours one-to-one training on any social media platform that was covered in Social Media Summer School for just £70. So this is an absolute bargain, would normally cost you £90, and I am announcing that my prices will be going up come September. To access this offer at £70, you need to book through me for August. So it only applies to sessions that are taken in August. I have got availability on Wednesday. So if you are thinking, oh my God, I really need to get to grips with Facebook this summer before the kids go back to school, yes, I'm free on Wednesday. Give me a call, get in touch, and we can make that happen. If you're looking at next week or the week after, get in touch and get booked in, because that availability will start to go. I have to check my notes to see what it is I'm doing. My head is so full of all of the news and the new stuff. So the other thing that I offer is a marketing triage call. So today we've talked about some things, and it can be quite overwhelming to be bombarded with all of this new stuff. So if you need help putting this into practice, updating your marketing strategy, figuring out what's the next best, most important thing to work on in my business, where should I be prioritizing my time, money, effort, energy, all of that, you can book a marketing triage call and get some clarity and some focus on your marketing strategy. So I will just pop that link in the comments. It's marketingtriagecall.as.me. And just in case you're interested, I'm using Acuity to schedule these calls. So I've got some availability this week. Take a look, book in for a call. I would love to chat to you about how I can help you with your marketing strategy. Of course, if you would like to sign up to get the Monday marketing update by email, I'll just drop the link in the comments there too. And you can sign up to get the replay of the video into your inbox every Monday afternoon. So I hope that that has been useful, informative, that you have managed to take some nuggets away. If you have, please drop me a like or a love. I should have said, if any of this resonated with you as you're going through, drop a heart or a wow as these changes come up. Mainly because that's really good for the Facebook algorithm, and it'd help boost my video in the newsfeed. So if you'd like to show me some support for going live and talking about these things, that would be awesome. If you drop me a comment and give me some likes and some loves on the video, that would be awesome. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week, and happy Monday.